GSP also said that if he moves, if he fights Anderson, he's not gonna do it just for one fight. He's gonna
right, he'll stay at 85. Right, that's what he said, but we'll see. You know, the guy's never asked us for anything. He's an awesome champion. He does anything we ask of him, and he asked us for a favor. So he wants to fight Diaz. It's not like people don't want to see it. So,
do you worry at all about, you know, hijinks with Nick? I mean, obviously he's still under suspension right now, and you know he no-showed and all that last time.
Yeah, there's no guarantees with Nick Diaz.
So you admit a little concern.
I got 9 welterweights on the show that are all in the top 5, so if he falls out, we'll still have a GSP fight.
Dana, Caesar said in an interview with Ariel Helwani, I believe, that don't be surprised if Nick Diaz holds out for more money. Was there any kind of issues like that?
He's got a fucking contract. How do you hold out for more money when you got a contract? I don't know if he is or he isn't. But George St-Pierre is the champion. The champ wants to fight Diaz. He can be as frustrated as he wants to be. When he's got the belt, you know, and defends it and breaks records, as long as George St-Pierre then I might listen to him.
Would he maybe be next in line if Diaz does the fight?
Yeah, Hendricks is definitely a contender right now, and yes, he'd be next in line.
Yeah, I guess the critics and the supporters of Hendricks say, hey, you know, the UFC is starting to make fun fights or fan fights instead of really recognizing the #1 contender, because, you know, Hendricks is on that nice win.
Which isn't. The UFC didn't do that. The champ did. The champ called him out and wanted to fight him. So the UFC didn't do it. The guy who holds the belt did. That's who he asked us to fight. And like I just said, when somebody goes on a run, as long as George St-Pierre has and does what he's done for the sport, for that division and everything else, they ask for a fight that they want, then they'll get it too.
You have to agree with him, that would be the more popular fight with Diaz.
I think the Hendricks fight's a popular fight too. I mean, this guy's been skidding people across the octagon when he hits them. It's a very interesting fight. So it's not a bad thing. The Diaz fight is absolutely a popular fight that people want to see. I think the Hendricks fight is too.
What is the winner of Rory and Condit? Where does that put them in the title picture?
In the mix.
A lot of people are thinking this throws cold water on GSP Anderson Silva, that maybe GSP is resisting by not, you know, wanting that fight. What do you think? I mean, you said you think it's going to happen.
Yeah, well, he just had a really tough fight. He's been off for almost 2 years. He had a hard fight with Carlos Condit, you know, and maybe he looks at Diaz as an easy fight for him. I don't know why. I can't speak to that. George can speak on why he picked Diaz. Maybe he just wants it. You know, he was really upset with a lot of things that Diaz said and did, and you know, I'm sure it's a combination of everything, but I can't honestly say that. He knows the answer to that, not me.
Are you concerned at all that GSP Anderson might not happen now because of this development, or do you still feel positive about it?
No, I'm not. I honestly believe, I truly believe, obviously he's got to get through Diaz now and possibly Hendricks. Who knows how this is all going to play out, but I honestly believe that before Anderson Silva retires, he will fight George St-Pierre and John Jones.
In hindsight, do you still put Anderson on the, you know, in that small screenshot while GSP is fighting Condit, now that you know the fight is probably not going to happen next? Do you still do that?
That's why he went. Anderson didn't go there because he's a huge George St-Pierre fan and wanted to watch him fight. He went there to watch the fight to see if his fight was going to happen.